Take a sneaky peek? Huh? Can we?
Nowhere to run!
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever seen.
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is. All yours.
Come on! Paimon wants to have a look too! Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does describe him pretty well. From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him? Yeah, you're right. It's always nice to see old friends. The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
This was a first for me.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose. I do have other matters to attend to.
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You itching for a lecture from Jean?
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cocktail was invented. That's why the Knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And how did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about some potential collaboration.
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make a tidy sum from this one too, huh?
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not depends on how nice I'm feeling.
Hey, using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was very young.
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my past wasn't exactly what I had in mind. Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Don Winery had only just taken me in. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere near Sumeru. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo, and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than simply to give me a happier life. A happy life sounds good to me, of course, even if it means being cut off from certain things. This is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid that I'm not particularly in the know on this topic. These days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I have left.
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dainsleif?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before in Mondstadt. Dainsleif, if I'm not mistaken.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich. descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say, it does confirm an old suspicion of mine. I suppose that was why my father left me in Mondstadt after all.
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, I recognize your eyes. You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation without me.
Well, all right then. You go do your thing, Kaya.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? This remains to be seen. Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because there is a succession of sorts.
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen, right?
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We learned about that back in Mondstadt.
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. But while I was recovering my health recently, I suddenly remembered something. Your sister. She mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up. I recall that we were traveling to Sumeru when the matter was brought up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly, we were somewhere in Avidya Forest then.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that's lain hidden for hundreds of years!
No. Now is not the time. No, it's just... I'm still waiting for my drink. Wait. This place, it's familiar.
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon. Was it like this hundreds of years ago, too?
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. There is very little human activity here, after all. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever, but it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. It's an extinguished bonfire. Forest rangers, perhaps? Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area. All that's left is that building. Come on.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging in? What if someone's home?
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area. We should be able to enter without incident.
If you say so. Well, you lead the way then, Dane. Huh. So there really isn't anyone home. Ugh, this place is so dusty. Paimon bets no one's lived here in years.
Investigate carefully. We mustn't miss a single detail.
Hey, look! It's a bull!
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy...
Oh, so it's a medicine bull? There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared that whatever's inside might bite her fingertips off. Huh? This is a mirror. It's broken, too. Was this a makeup box? That's kinda disappointing. This bed looks pretty ordinary. Huh. There's nothing underneath it either. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. Can't be all that comfortable. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here. You sure we're in the right place, Dane?
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that something once happened here. But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly. I hear noises outside. Let's go and check.
Noises? Is it...
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
monsters? Wow, Dane's ears are sharp, just like his nose. He's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Dane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters! Don't be scared. Everyone hold hands. Allow me.
Futile!
That hurt real bad.
Surrender! Through me, justice is served! You stand condemned!
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. There must be something nearby that attracted them. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. But it seems to be more than that. Okay, I'll go slightly further out to investigate any issues with the nearby ley lines. I might be a while. You should wait for me here.
What? You're going alone? You better not be trying to keep some secret from us.
Your suspicions are as banal as they are unwarranted. I merely think that this house should remain the focus of our investigation, and as such, someone ought to stay here and keep an eye on it. Not to mention that if even forest rangers are capable of investigating ley lines, I will be more than able to handle it alone.
Fair enough. Guess we'll just camp out here then. Good thing there's a fireplace over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry.
I won't hold you back. Much. Let's light it up!
Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you. Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might be an issue with the nearby ley lines. How bad do you think it could be? We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent lots and lots of time together, haven't we? So, don't take this the wrong way or anything, but, do you ever get tired of Paimon being around? Okay, fine. Paimon should have known you weren't gonna say anything nice. So, next question. Don't know if it's okay to ask this, but Paimon's curious. What was it like traveling with your sister? The stars? Wow. Yeah, Paimon understands. Being separated without even knowing the reason why, it's just terrible. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, Heavenly Principles! And you too, Teyvat! You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something happy instead, 'cause if you're sad, Paimon will be too. All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry, no monster's gonna come and eat you up. Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once. Nighty-night. Go on, shoo! Off to sleep!
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. You do know that we need to... Tear stains. You dreamed of your sibling last night, didn't you? All right. Rest here a bit longer then. I'll head into the forest to investigate.
Adventure time!
Halt! What do you think you're... This place is not whatever you think it is. Nor should you be poking your nose into my business! Begone! Your travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch by your side last night? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. That much I saw with my own eyes. What business is that of yours, hmm? All you need to know is that I claimed this place first, and what I do here is none of your concern. Do I make myself quite clear? Leave. Well, what are you waiting for? If you must, suit yourself. I've been observing you, and you don't look like a forest ranger, nor someone from the academia. Still, I'm warning you, no funny business. Promise me that, and you can do as you please. Okay, fine. Whatever. Just move aside. I'm heading... You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. Just come in. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? You understand? Come on then. Mind your own business. And don't worry, he isn't aggressive. How could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired or cold. Huh? You know Conria? Who are you? Exactly. And how do you know I'm from Conria? Do you worship a god, traveler? Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right, well, my name is Ida, and you are correct. I was once Conrian. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, as far as I'm concerned, humans who do not worship the Seven are nigh extinct. And all who place faith in the gods are my enemies. That may be But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been few and far between since the cataclysm. This wretched curse of immortality. Who knows how long I must continue to suffer like this? The curse. It was a little gift given to the people of Conria by those vile gods. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of the cataclysm itself was already too much to bear, but then came the curse, robbing us any chance of release. All we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode and our bodies decay. Because, although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was a home to others too. Any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our fellow citizens. When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinners. Upon us the gods placed the curse of immortality. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled, turning them into monsters. He is Caribert, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but it was once a matter of unspeakable shame. I was a noble of Conria. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. Then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Her roots were in Mondstadt, but that mattered not to me. It was love at first sight. Caribert faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth, all due to my selfish desires, and I was never able to be there by his side for any of it. After all that, he turned into a hilichurl right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him. She was. We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it. It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, the little that remains I see with new clarity. If nothing else, at least I still have Caribert. Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on Caribert, but I do have other things I wish to do. You may come with me, if you're so inclined. Over here. I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Caribert. Well, it's because he needs a medicine that can only be made here. One which will help him to recover his clarity of I do not hope to break the curse. I am aware, but it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power of Sumeru's god of wisdom and can awaken the mind from a state of deep stupor. It has been used in the past to treat cases of mania. I believe that it might just work. I read about it in a book. From the Royal Library of Conria. It was banned. I mean, since this medicine requires the power of the Seven to work. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved excitement. I was leafing through some forbidden text and happened upon it. What other choice do I have? What exactly would you have me do, huh? The gods have already punished us. What does one more sin matter now? Never mind. As long as you understand. I'm sorry. I struggle to take control of my mood sometimes. Perhaps a consequence of having lived too long. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make this medicine. My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. I fear they may be decaying from within. All thanks to this curse of immortality. Okay. To start with, take this ingredient. Also, do you have any, of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? I believe they're called Kalpalata lotuses and Sumeru roses. Oh, wonderful! This is the method for making the medicine.
Oh, ah.
Is it done? Oh, splendid. In all honesty, I do not know what the end product is supposed to look. Well, the moment has finally arrived. Curses. No! I said before that this medicine relies on the which means we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven. Let's go. Bring the
Adventure time!
Look at this statue. God of wisdom! Look at me! I will utter no prayer, nor will I sing you. You and your kind destroyed my home. wrought unfathomable suffering on my compatriots, yet here I stand before you. You cannot mock me more than fate itself already has. God of wisdom, I seek not to disavow myself of the sinful blood that flows through my veins. I wish only to beseech you to have pity upon a young and unfortunate soul, my son, Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to witness anything beautiful in this world. This is no fate for a child. If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their heads, then I bow to you now. I have given up all I ever stood for. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world once more. Please, God. I beg of you. I have made quite enough of a fool of myself for one day. Let's go.
Adventure time!
Caribert? Well, we've prepared the medicine. We might as well try it. Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert. Caribert, please, say something. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. And that I failed to reach you and Mama in time when you both were suffering. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. I've never left you, not once. Are you still angry with me, Caribert? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me? I'm so sorry, Caribert. Forgive me. Please, say something, anything. Please. Please. Oh, gods above! What more do you want from me? You took everything from here, and I still bowed to you. I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it. But you won't even let me die. I knew it. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment. Other reasons. What do you mean? Huh. You really think so? Give up? No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in despair. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? I do not lack for time. Let's go. We'll make another dose. The most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom. I grow them. The details don't matter, right? Curb your curiosity and just do as I instruct. If you truly wish to help me, that is how you can do it. There is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around 2 in the afternoon. I'll be here watching Caribert. Once you're back, good. Then please.
We go!
Ah, you're back. Caribert's condition is stable. By which I mean he still isn't responding. Anyway, give me the water. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do... Ah, good. I'll be...
Off we go! Huh?
Rest and rebuild! Allow me!
Nowhere to run!
Stay put!
Let's light it up!
Don't be scared!
Adventure time!
Hold the line!
Let's light it up!
Surrender!
Allow me!
Futile!
You Blaze! You're up!
Surrender! Well played. What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on all by my... Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I... Sorry. I have been so very wary for many years. If only I could fall asleep here in this field and never wake up again. I do indeed. That's why it was just a fleeting thought. We're here. Wait a moment. Hey, what was that? Caribert! Oh no, he must have left. Come on! That's not Caribert. Right. And Caribert's scarf was a gift I once gave to his mother. My eyes must be going. How could I not recognize? Ah, yes. It doesn't seem. Yes. Did it go in here? Well, let's head in. What a ghastly place. Has it always existed? I swear I've never noticed it before. Huh. It looks like they're, worshipping. Sometimes walking, sometimes kneeling in worship, and it appears to be in earnest. I've never seen anything like this in all my life. What in the world does this place conceal? Oh, there's only one way to find out. Nowhere to run!
Don't be scared! Hold the line!
Surrender!
Is this a teleportation device? What energy is powering it?
Stay put!
Nowhere to run!
Let's light it up!
Rest and rebuild!
Futile!
Don't be scared! Hold the line!
Nowhere to run! How did I get on the ceiling? Did the room turn upside down? Or gravity itself? Seems like I need to find a place to insert the rune.
humans. Fate has not granted you the right to enter this place. Do you insist on an audience? Very well. Then I grant you the trial of destiny. Desolation! Futile!
You're up! Allow me!
Surrender!
Nowhere to run!
Don't be scared! Rebuild!
Surrender!
Let's light it up! Going in!
Covenant of the Deep! Let's move out.
Futile! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Guilty! Well played. Your penance is due! More guilty! Your penance is due!
Stay put!
Let's light it up!
Allow me!
Surrender!
Who was that? He was... He was a perfect being. I'm in awe. He had the most wondrous aura, a perilous yet beautiful power. Oh, truly mesmerizing. And yet, you were able to defeat him. Oh, your strength is greater than I had imagined. Let's continue on. I find myself growing more curious by the second and more excited.
Off we go! Adventure time! Off we go!
I think we've made it to the end.
Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For fear of the unknown? Or for a power that you covet? Oh, dear creature, why do you bow down? For I am no god. I am but a sinner. You are like a flower, born in sin, yet pure, spotless. I know your fate well. You need no longer hold back your resentment, nor accept the countless lies. Go forth, become a transcendent one. Rise beyond the fate bestowed upon you. And I shall shed a tear at the end of time, as I gaze back upon your life.
What just happened? When I saw that thing, my heart was instantly at peace. I was overcome by a sense of awe or joy, perhaps. I feel good. In fact, I feel better than I did before I came in here. How peculiar. Oh, is that so? All right, as you wish. Caribert! Oh, thank goodness! He's still okay. I have a strange feeling that what just happened was meant to be. For this to happen, right at the moment when I was dreading worshipping at a statue of the Seven, it's as if fate was calling to me. You say that I bowed before that thing, so perhaps it might be just as effective. I have to try. No matter what, you said it yourself. I have to exhaust all options. Caribert?
Papa?
Caribert! Oh, my goodness, it worked! It's a miracle! Oh, Caribert, my dear son! You see? It worked! Caribert can speak again!
Where's Mama?
Mama is... Caribert, look at me. Do you know who I am?
Of course. Your Papa.
Yes! Salvation! Sweet salvation! Yes, yes, this is what this feeling is. How do you feel, Caribert? Are you fully awake now?
Yes. It feels like I just woke up from a long, long sleep. I dreamed that I was hiding in a little room. I didn't dare go out the whole time. Wait. My body! What happened to me? Is this me? Papa? What's happened to me?
Don't panic, son. It's just... While you were sleeping, we went into a fairy tale world. There's no more Conry here. No more home. But, do you know what that means? No more red sky. No more end of the world. In this world, you have to be a little monster, but you get to stay with Papa forever.
Am I dead?
No, of course not. Look, Caribert, you still have Mama's scarf on your arm. That means she's watching over you, protecting you. So how could you be dead?
Really?
Yes, really. You've only just woken up, and this must all be very confusing for you. Just rest here for now. Things will get better. Oh, and, you have to promise me something. Never take off your mask. Understand? Whatever happens, you mustn't take it off.
Okay, Papa. I won't. I promise.
Not since that day have I been so glad as I am now. I can't believe this is really happening. I knew that placing my hope in the Seven was a waste of time. I even worshipped at one of their statues like a common fool. Never before have I humiliated myself like that. Once a murderer, always a murderer. I was naive to think that the gods who conspired, but the god we saw in that cave, that wondrous power, it was... Now then, after one besieges a god, and the god responds, piety is hardly my area of expertise. But surely I should honor the god that has honored my wishes. A sinner? Oh, don't be absurd. You don't know a single thing about him. How dare you? You and I have both witnessed his divine power. When has the Seven worked a miracle like this before? Never! He is a god, mightier than they, and yet you would call him a sinner. Oh, preposterous! No matter. Believe what you will. You cannot shake my faith. I am going to pay my respects with or without you.
Adventure time!
projectile! Surrender!
You play, yeah?
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let's light it. Ha! Yeah. Ha! Off we go.
Nowhere to run!
Don't be scared.
Let's light it up.
No. Impossible! What happened? The Hilichurl worshippers have disappeared too? Was it all an illusion? That's true. Yes, it can't have been an illusion. I still feel that awesome and wondrous power flowing through my mind and body. It was neither illusion nor coincidence, and certainly... Let's go, traveler. There is surely a reason for its disappearance, and I do believe that someday in the future, we shall see it again. Could he really have been a sinner and not a god? Caribert? Where has he gone? Oh, no, no, no. Maybe someone else came by and found him? No, it can't have been that. There's no sign of a break-in and no sign of anyone having been here. This does not bode well. What if he's spotted by a forest ranger, or how did... Wait a minute. This isn't how we left it. Oh, no. The mirror, it's broken! He must have taken his mask off. And... if he'd just done as he was told! We have to find him. It's his scarf. He dropped it. Looks like we're going the right way. Come on. Caribert! Caribert! Where are you? Curses! Forest rangers.
Hey! Who are you? We haven't seen you around here before. What's your business here?
Have you seen a, hilly?
I asked you first. Don't make...
I said, Have you...
Hey, whoa! There are hilly churls everywhere. What's the big deal?
Exactly. Matter of fact, we just took out a few of them back there.
You forest ranger scum! You spawn of...
You're raving mad!
Curse you all, forest rangers.
I don't get it. Why make such a huge...
He'd only just regained his mind. So tell me, forest...
Jeez. You're really not gonna let this go. Fine, you weirdo. If you must know, I happened to cross paths with a sulk. I was frightened at first, but it didn't seem to have any interest in me at all. It was just bumbling along in that direction. So I left it alone.
Yes!
Wait, you're leaving? Not even a...
Caribert! Caribert, stop! It's me! It's Papa! Whatever you saw, it was... I told you, we're in a fairy... Caribert? How could this happen? Come, Caribert! We have to go home now. Papa's here to take you home, all right?
Papa...
Caribert,
Papa, I can't take it.
please, Caribert. It's my fault. I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
It's all too much. Papa!
I see. I understand now. Finally, it all makes sense. Ah, traveler, you're awake. Finally, we can rejoice together. Wait, no. Why am I still calling you traveler? Oh, I have known your true identity for some time now. I suspected it was you. Oh, from the... Oh, of course you haven't. With your status, you can hardly be expected to know all of us. In any case, I've been using a fake name this entire time. Ida is the name of a servant I once had. My real name is Clotar. Clotar Alberich. You saw it too, didn't you? Unmistakable, the power inside Caribert and the power of the one you call a sinner. It was one and the same. I am positive now. It's the power of the abyss, isn't it? Oh, at long last, I have seen it with my own eyes. That is no business of yours. A sinner. Yes. Salvation for a sinner can only come from a sinner. Caribert did not deserve his fate, but now it's wonderful. He will be able to weave his own destiny anew. Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. Huh? Sinister. Dangerous? Oh, I never imagined that you, of all people, would deny the Abyss. How ridiculous! We once believed that you would bring new strength and hope to Conria. To us, you were the Abyss. A wondrous mystery far beyond our imagination and comprehension. And the one who controls the Abyss can control everything. We yearned for that future. We looked to you to take us there. But what did you bring us instead? Oh, Princess of Conria.
Why did he just call me?
Traveler! Hey, Traveler! Traveler!
You're awake! Oh, thank goodness you're awake! Paimon was worried sick! Traveler? Traveler?
What happened while you were unconscious? I checked the ley lines nearby. It appears that the Abyss tampered with them, and they've been in turmoil ever since. Information and memories flow within the ley lines. What did you witness? You mean Clotar Alberich? After founding the Abyss Order, his faith in the Abyss led him to do a great many things. But the curse of immortality continued to torment his body and mind. And in the end, neither his faith nor the Abyss he worshipped could save him. After 100 years, he lost his mind completely and was never seen again. Yet his dark legacy lived on. The defiled statue that we encountered previously was just one perverse product of his use of abyssal power during his life. You could say that. She wouldn't be the Abyss Order's princess otherwise.
Are you alright? You have a troubled look on your face. What happened?
So you saw her memories from centuries ago, through your own eyes. It all but defies belief. Still, as I'd suspected, the notion of the Loom of Fate did indeed rear its head during that time. And it seems closely connected to Clotar Alberich's son, Caribert, and what happened to him. And yet your sister never breathed a word of this incident to me. I wonder, was that the moment that she decided to go down this path? Indeed. Clearly, this series of events sparked a long period of deep contemplation. This was where it all began. What is it?
The field? What does that have to do with anything?
You mean here? Well, let's start digging and see.
You scared the Duke out of Paimon! Did you rebury them yet?
A male and female skeleton, buried together. Interestingly, the male skeleton appears to have been interred much later. And it's holding a silk scarf in its hand. But what does this mean? And how did you know that there were bodies buried here? What? That's impossible. Unless Clotar Alberich finally found a way to rid himself of the curse. This all raises far too many questions. I need time to think, and to search my memories for some missing pieces. We should part ways here.
Huh? You're just gonna leave? Why? You could come with us, you know.
It's better that we split up for now. I think that he might have seen you.
Who's he?
Yes. I have my suspicions as to his identity, but I need to confirm some other details before I can be sure. If the time is right, I will tell you when we next meet.
But what do you mean that he saw the Traveler? How is that possible?
I fear that while these things would limit anyone else, they are no obstacle to him.
What? Why? What is he?
All right, let's leave it there. Get some rest. Goodbye.
There goes Dane. And just like that, it's back to being the two of us again, huh? What is it? Huh?
Futile!
Hey there, Catherine.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any...
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find... With the arrival of the Windbloom Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gift. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the... Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Ew. Gross. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
Whoa! Sucrose? What is wrong with you? That's no way to greet a friend we haven't seen in so long.
No, not help like in the Windbloom sense. It's just... How do I explain?
Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything up...
Phew. Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windbloom Fest... My task is to do good deeds for people during...
Nice one! So how did they just...
They spawn an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it. Whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen. I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
Is that a test tube?
Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths of joy.
Sounds fascinating.
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Darn, now Paimon's hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to. Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy. Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy. Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay? So...
No, joy isn't... Let me put it this way. In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome. For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something similarly in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people.
Oh, Paimon, long story short, you want us to... Oh, that's pretty tough given that...
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. Yes, you're...
Well, if he's in, then Paimon will help too. With the talking, anyway. But, if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that... Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When did she arrive at Mondstadt? Let's go say hi!
Ad Astra Abyss. And that's everything.
Yep.
Kale! Hey!
Oh, hey you guys. What are the chances?
You were staring into space just now. Something the matter?
No, don't worry. I'm fine. I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy. If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
And what does these things refer to?
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends. So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips. Hi there. sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned?
Oh, it was called The Boar Princess.
That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all.
Do you know her?
Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Avonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest.
Hello.
Hi.
This is getting awkward fast. They're both so shy.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real?
Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively. But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything. The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
That's a great take. I love it.
Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
Wow! Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more. But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions? We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well, yes. I mean, if possible.
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
I'd wish for a better personality.
Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already.
That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do...
Kale!
I know that voice! It's...
Kale! Oh, you made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before?
A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Alizar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the news that I've been cured. Thanks.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Of course. Fine by me.
Sure, go right ahead.
Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh,
Okay. Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Kale for now? I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure, no problem.
Awesome. See you later then.
You alright there, Kale? You look kinda disappointed.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me. Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. I've only met Sucrose so far. Well, I wish I had a little more self-confidence. It's nearly time! Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
Surrender!
Hope you enjoy the Windbloom Festival.
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra? No?
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher, Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir.
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well?
I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tainari, sir, I can go get it for you.
We're supposed to be here on vacation. And you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders. And Kale's was traveling musician. Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo.
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't even notice!
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look, and should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board. That's why it's called tagging along!
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician I'll approve. Thank you.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents!
I can help too.
And Paimon will take him to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold-cut platter is not to be missed.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else? Okay, yeah, that'll be all. Yay! You're the best person in the whole wide world! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windbloom. No need to worry about that. Paimon can make room for good food.
All right, just a moment.
That was great. If that was a Windbloom treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windbloom Festival every day.
Futile! Surrender! Futile!
What?
All right. Looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional. I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino. They taught me everything I know.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down. That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tighnari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts. No? Not funny? Ground, you know, as in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino. The bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two!
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Sino's jokes.
Ah, I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, it feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer. Hmm? It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious sucrose and stupefied sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale Lily.
What?
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt. There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense, but somehow it doesn't sound as nice.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Kautz for guidance. A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori Festival. He told me that Kautz was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
Calx? Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice.
I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
My nutritional meal! Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Huh. So, a good joke is not necessarily required to make people laugh at them.
I'd be grateful if you could check on Sucrose. As for our new friends here, leave them to me.
Well, Albedo and Sucrose were delightful, but this was still an exhausting meal.
The cooking pot is...
Only the base is burned. We can still use the...
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
I know, it's just... I'm sorry... Oh, yes. I'm not... Kale seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking. Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Kale the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's the...
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research...
All right.
You will? Then tell me... All right. Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a 5th time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since 2 of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Kale.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Kale, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great!
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you? Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it, tone-deaf bard drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windbloom Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where this lantern is. Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Whatever. We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink? You know, a favor for a favor. Or, given the way that you're staring at me, perhaps you'd like to get me that drink now? I, of course, would be most amenable to that. But I believe you have... Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time during...
A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually... Oh, all right then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's...
Paimon ate the bad news! Blame Sino! If it's not funny, then it's his fault!
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest. Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back? But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether...
Whoa, slow down! Paimon's head...
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like... It would render our search for the truth meaningless.
Could it be the Windbloom?
Oh, now that you mention it, the Windbloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. In which case, the Windbloom doesn't exist in reality. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time! Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Sure thing! In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the... since we're really going for this step...
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. But I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it. All right.
Did you hear what happened?
Nowhere to run!
So this is Storm Terror's lair. From which direction will Storm Terror appear, I wonder?
Excuse me.
Who's there?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you.
I apologize as well. I acted on force of habit. You must be a local, yes? My name is Sino, and I'm here sightseeing in Mondstadt. In truth, it is I who am disturbing you.
Might I ask if you're looking for something here?
I'm waiting for Storm Terror to arrive.
You even set up a camera.
Yes. I hope to capture a good picture as reference material for an artist I know.
Oh, in that case, let me help keep watch too. From what I've heard, Storm Terror's movements have some regular schedule.
Roughly how often does it appear?
Hold on. I'll have to check against our data first. Let me consult my notes. Mr. Sino, sir?
Don't worry, I'm quite strong. My neck can take it.
No, I mean, you should sit down. I brought a blanket. Here, you can borrow it.
I'll be alright.
Oh, okay. Well, weird. Now I'm staring up into the sky too.
Futile! Surrender!
I've heard that Cecilias only grow in remote spots at high altitude, and that you're unlikely to ever see one unless you go looking for it. Though they can be preserved for a long time as specimens, I can't take back the beauty they possess in the wild. It's a shame.
Shall I ask Sucrose to develop a Cecilia variant with improved soil adaptability for you? I should warn you, though, it may very well end up with a name like Tetratanic Ananimo Cecilia, or perhaps Epsilon Series Cecilia Variation 601 Sumeru growth type.
Is this you attempting to tell a joke?
Unfortunately not. I'm being completely serious.
In that case, I look forward to, well, whichever of those two it ends up being.
Back to our previous topic. If you wish to use antitoxic compounds from calla lilies in an antidote, then I have a few suggestions.
Professor Tainari was here, he'd be able to tell you its scientific names, species, and behaviors. But as for me, all I can tell you is it isn't a species we have in Sumeru.
Oh, then what kinds of birds do you have in Sumeru?
Dusk birds. They have the most beautiful, vibrant colors. The feathers on their chests are the color of ripe sunsettias, and their wingtips are the color of tender mint leaves. They're not too skittish around people, and at my this tree that I often go past, there's a dusk bird there that always looks at me like it understands what I'm saying. I once picked up one of its feathers from the ground. It felt really nice.
You have keen observation skills and a love for living things. You'd be better served directing your energies there, rather than sighing and whining all the time.
Eula says things in the most awkward way possible sometimes. Just ignore the second half, Kale.
No, it's fine. I know what she means. She does have a point. Are you hungry for fish? I see quite a few over there.
Sounds like someone's up for a fishing contest, huh? Fair warning, though. I won't lose.
Seriously? Another competition? I thought we were supposed to be sightseeing. But still, wait for me.
Oh, hey there, traveler. Nice to see ya. Well, Sino's out of the country on a trip, so he got me to come and help his subordinates take care of a few things. I guess you can say I'm his temporary substitute. The atmosphere around here is not too bad nowadays, so I don't mind sticking around once in a while. You've probably got a lot going on yourself, I bet. Good luck with everything.
Futile!
Sataria, you should take a break and have a bite to eat. Sataria?
Thank you. Sorry, I was completely absorbed in what I was doing. I didn't even hear your voice.
Oh, it's all right. I'm glad that you enjoy the work you're doing.
Sorry you've ended up having to babysit me. I'm sure you have far more important things to do.
Well, Ramon's busy with the Eremites these days. But having me stand in as your bodyguard must be a welcome breath of fresh air for you. It's a change for me, too. My first time working as a bodyguard. I'm just treating it as a chance to get a taste of Dia's line of work.
I tried telling Mahamatra Sino that I can work unsupervised. Really, this ought to be the last of his worries. He said that educators willing to work in the desert are an extremely rare breed, so I need a bodyguard for protection at all times. I think he's being a little overprotective.
But at the end of the day, that's why we know we can count on the General Mahamatra. He and I are of the same mind in this case, so I am very happy to protect you. While you're in our village, we're partners. We don't want to cause you any unnecessary pressure, so please, try to enjoy your time here.
Surrender! Nowhere to run!
I do try to lighten the mood sometimes, but I'm not the best judge of other people.
Futile! Nowhere to run! Futile!